If you have a marketing agency and you're thinking of creating an LLC, this video is for you. In this video, we're going to be going through a step-by-step process of how to set up your LLC. If you don't want to do any of the work in setting up your LLC, we'll leave a timestamp here and you can head to the end of the video where we will do a full tutorial on how to set up your LLC with Northwest Registered Agent. We highly recommend that you use a company like Northwest Registered Agent. It's going to take out all of the intricacy of creating an LLC and it's going to make sure that you're compliant and it's super smooth, simple, and very affordable as well. So let's get started with what is an LLC. A limited liability company, or LLC, is a business structure that helps prevent its owners from being held liable for the company's debts or liabilities. This is an entity that blends the benefits of a corporation with a partnership or sole proprietorship. So why do marketing agency owners need an LLC? Forming an LLC is important because it creates a separate legal entity from yourself. This will help you distinguish between your business assets and your personal assets. This will provide protection in case there is a lawsuit filed against your business. And it also builds credibility in the customer's eyes. The first step that you're going to need to do is choose a state. Now, we recommend that you just choose your home state to avoid double taxation. If you don't want to do that, you can choose a state like Delaware that has very business-friendly tax laws. Nevada and Texas are two other states that are very tax-friendly as well. After you've chosen your state, you want to choose a name for your LLC. Now, you need to follow the naming guidelines in your specific state, so you want to make sure that you look into that. A lot of states will require that you have limited liability company or limited company in the name of your LLC. You can also use LLC and LC as abbreviations for those. Your name cannot be confused with any government entity like the FBI, CIA, or any state department. If you want to make sure that your name is available in your state, you can go to your Secretary of State's website and find a name finder there that will help you with that. You also want to make sure you choose a name that has a URL available if you're going to create a website for your LLC, which we highly recommend that you do, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the video. Next is LLC taxation for marketing agencies. LLCs are subject to pass-through taxation. Pass-through taxation just means that the owner pays the tax on the company's taxable income. In addition to this, the owner must also pay a 15.3% self-employment tax. Now, there's a neat way that you can save on this self-employment tax, and that is by electing your LLC as an S-Corp. We'll show you in a second here how this is going to save you money through a mock tax scenario. We recommend electing your LLC as an S-Corp if you're making between $40,000 and $50,000 in net profit a year. To do this, you can file Form 2553. Okay, so let's get to this example here. Let's say that your company has $100,000 in profit. You are going to pay yourself a reasonable salary of $50,000. That $50,000 salary is going to be subject to state tax, federal tax, as well as your 15.3% self-employment tax. Now, that remaining $50,000 is going to count as a distribution, and it will not be subject to the 15.3% self-employment tax. Now, if we times that $50,000 by 0.153, which is your self-employment tax, you're going to see that you can save upwards of $7,600 in taxes. So as you can see, you are really going to want to look into electing your LLC as an S-Corp if you meet these criteria that we set out, because it's going to save you a ton of money in taxes. Okay, now that we've gone through the list of things that you need to know about starting your LLC, let's get into this tutorial where we're going to show you exactly how to set up your LLC with Northwest Registered Agent. If you click on the link down below in the description, it'll bring you to this page, and you can see that for $39, we can get started with our LLC creation. So let's click Get Started. It'll bring us to this page where you can pick the type of company that you would like to start. In our case, it's going to be an LLC. And then you can pick your state. I'm in California, so let's just click California. If you scroll down here, you'll see that there are a couple filing options. This is a fee that you're going to have to pay whether you go through Northwest Registered Agent or not, okay? So this $90 is a standard fee that if you use another company or you go on the state website, you're going to have to pay it. So just know that you're not paying this to Northwest. It looks like the standard option takes 10 days and that's the cheapest one, so let's just do that. If you scroll down to the bottom here, you'll see this toggle and it says file your beneficial ownership information. That's a new form that you need to fill out for your company starting in 2024. We have another video about this on the channel, so you can go ahead and take a look at it there. We'll link it down in the description below, and we'll put some information here just briefly about some of the requirements for this form. I recommend that you do it with Northwest Registered Agent. It's only $9 to fill out, and it's a super simple process that they will do for you. Once you click continue, it'll bring you to this page, and you can go ahead and type in the name that you want your LLC to be called. For the sake of this video, I won't send a copy of any of this to my attorney, and then you can go down to business purpose and put in the purpose for your business. Once you scroll down after that, you'll see these two options here for a registered agent. One great thing about Northwest Registered Agent is for a full year, you get a free registered agent where they will have a physical and mailing address in your state, and you don't have to have an individual there. This is free. It's included in this $39 basic package, so we're just going to use it. So we'll click our our registered agent address and our registered agent address for both the physical and mailing address. Once you're finished with that, click continue. Now it brings us to this page about company management. So whether your company is member managed or manager managed is going to make a difference here. If you're member managed, which 99% of you are, it's just going to be you. If you have a manager that is managing your company for you, then you can click manager manage. But like I said, for most of you, it's just going to be member managed because you're going to be a single person LLC. I'll go ahead and type in my member information here, which is just my name. And then we'll make sure we want to click to our registered agent address, which is the service that they're providing for us for free. After that, we'll click continue, and then we'll go ahead and put in our contact details here. Once you've filled in that information, go ahead and click continue. And then it wants you to create an account setup. So put in an email and then create a password here. After that, click continue. And next it'll bring us to the business identity page. This is included free for 90 days if you want to give it a trial. So I'll just leave it clicked for now. Basically what this provides you is a free domain, a website hosted by Northwest registered agent, and then a business email and a business phone number. Then we'll click continue. Next, it'll bring us to this page where it has optional items. These are a couple add-ons that you can include in your service, and they are the tax ID. So Northwest registered agent is going to give you an EIN number for your business. And this is an additional $50 if you'd like to do that. And it takes about 4 to 6 weeks. The other service they provide is S-Corp election with the IRS that we talked about earlier. They'll do this service for $50. They have a mail forwarding service, and they have a trademark service for $500. I'll leave those unchecked for now. Let's click continue. Now it brings us to the payment information page. You'll want to put your name and credit card information here, and then once you're finished, you can click done. As you'll see, just to review the package is $39. That processing fee, which you're going to pay to the state anyway, is $90. And then for an additional $9, they are going to file this BOI report for you, which is a new compliance report that just started in January of 2024. The last thing that we wanted to mention here that's really important for your marketing agency is to showcase your work. This is very likely going to mean selling your service online through your website. Now, there are a bunch of different hosting platforms that you can do for this. We will leave some links down below in the description, but here are just some of our favorite ones: Hostinger, Wix, and Squarespace. If you're interested in setting up a hosting website for your domain, we have a ton of videos that are in-depth tutorials on this channel that will help you do that. Overall, setting up an LLC makes a lot of sense for your marketing agency. It really helps protect your company's assets on the odd chance that you were ever sued. And like we talked about earlier, it's really just best business practice to separate your personal assets from your business assets. Also, like we talked about before, you might want to look into electing your LLC as an S-Corp, which could save you a ton of money on self-employment tax. Be sure to talk to your accountant about this and get specific details. Obviously, this wasn't an in-depth tax tutorial, but you should go see if that's right for your situation. And lastly, don't forget about this new compliance report, the BOI Beneficial Ownership Information Report. It just started in January 2024, and it's important that you're compliant with this. We will leave the brief details here on this slide, but make sure to check out that other video that we created all about the BOI report. It has everything that you need to know in order to make sure that you are compliant. If you enjoyed this video and got some value from it, please leave a like and subscribe down below. This channel is dedicated to providing entrepreneurs and business owners like you with tutorials like this that will help you succeed in your business. All the links for everything we talked about in this video will be down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.